Each of our incarnations has the function and purpose of giving us another opportunity to learn the ways of love. That's the whole purpose of being on this planet at this time, to open our hearts in unconditional love so that we are able to take in more of the, you might call it prana or love light of the one Creator, and move it further along or up our energy centers. And right here on this planet at this time, we need to learn how to love ourselves, love each other, and everything around us. Well, the soul programs the upcoming incarnation according to what lessons have already been learned regarding how to learn the ways of love. In each incarnation, there is sometime a lack of ability to purely learn what you wanted to. So every upcoming incarnation offers you the opportunity to learn that lesson which awaits your learning. So if you've learned your lessons previously to the degree that you wanted to, then you can program more lessons that will increase your polarity of service to others. So each incarnation gives you a chance to do that which remains to be done, or to program new lessons that increase your polarity. There is a balance between free will in our incarnations and the predestination that we seem to provide for ourselves with what's called pre-incarnative choices. Within the incarnation, we don't always clearly perceive what those pre-incarnative choices are. It takes a lot of conscious attention in a spiritual sense to become aware of what might be these pre-incarnative choices. So we have the free will to, number one, try to figure out what those are, and number two, perceive them in a way that will help our own spiritual growth and increase our positive polarity of service to others. So this is a process that's always ongoing in every incarnation. The pre-incarnative choices are the basic guidelines within which we operate by free will choices. In between our incarnations is a very interesting time. Each of us has at least 3 guides that can help us in programming future lessons in future incarnations. We also have our higher self that could also help us. At some point during the incarnation, we become consciously aware of this process. And when that happens, we are the ones who do the primary programming, and we can choose everything that happens in our incarnation that's upcoming. So the upcoming incarnations then give us the opportunity to put those lessons in operation. Eventually, there is no longer a need to do this because we have been able to learn how to respond to any catalyst or difficulty that comes to us in our incarnation with love. That's the whole idea. This is an illusion in which we inhabit that gives us all these opportunities to use what seem to be difficult, disturbing, confusing, or whatever nature of quality you want to put on it, and use these lessons to progress in our evolution. When we're able to do that at least 51% of the time, then we are what Ra called harvestable. We can graduate to the 4th density of love and understanding. And that's why we are all here, to make that graduation. There is indeed a beginning and an ending to our reincarnational process. The beginning here in 3rd density is a beginning approximately 75,000 years previous to the time we are now experiencing. We are at the end of this process for the 3rd density illusion. However, as we proceed in higher and higher densities, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th, there continue to be those incarnational experiences where we move from the spiritual, or what Ra called time-space nature of the density, into the space-time, or what you would call the action part of the density, where we learn these lessons. At the point at which we move past the 6th density, then there is no longer the need to reincarnate. The 7th density is what is called the density of foreverness. That's where we even drop the body complex. We no longer have a body. We are just a mind and a spirit moving back into total unity with the one infinite Creator. And we ourselves become that one infinite Creator, which we have always been since before time began. There's one thing, though, I want to add, and that is that there is no end to your beingness. You will always go on forever and ever as a portion of the one infinite Creator. All begins and ends in mystery. Don and Carl and I felt very certain that we were indeed together in previous incarnations. I mean, there's really no other explanation for the kind of harmony we had between us. It was very easy to be together. We never had to have a debate on what to do next. We just agreed. Now, as to the exact nature of any previous incarnation, we really didn't have any idea about that. And believe it or not, we didn't talk a lot about it. But Ra did suggest that there were many times that we had served together, doing similar things as we did in this Ra contact, some involving healing, planetary energies, and channeling as we were doing there. But it really wasn't a point that we were concerned about. We knew that this incarnation right here, right now, at that time, was whole and complete, and was something that we felt was the reason we existed together, the reason we'd come here. We had no doubt about that.